What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. You think you got what it takes to beat me in a race? Do you think you have what it takes to beat me in a race? I'm pretty sure that that statement alone is gonna trigger so many people. But you guys saw the title. I'm gonna be doing a review on the DRAGY performance meter. A buddy of mine had this in his car the other day and I think it's really cool. We can basically gauge our times 0 to 60, quarter mile, eighth mile, 0 to 100, all sorts of different times. It also has like a social media aspect to it to where we can all create accounts and then log in and like compare numbers and kind of see whose car is faster. I know a lot of people on here are always commenting like, how fast is your car in the eighth mile, quarter mile, 0 to 60? I have no idea. I've never tested it. So now we can do it with this GPS performance meter and I can put it up online and you guys can compare your stats. So here's the box that the DRAGY comes in. It's just this little black box that you place in your car and you can put it up on the dash, you can hide it underneath, you can put it wherever you want. I have an idea of how I'm gonna wire this so no wires are exposed, no cables are showing. It also comes with a couple of magnets so you can 3M this to the bottom, take the other magnet, 3M it to wherever you want, place it on there, it should stick to it. That way if you're unsure about where it's placed, you know that it's not gonna be like moving around or falling off the dash or whatever. So the black box also comes with this little cable, and this is what actually powers the device. So you need a USB port in order to do that. Well, we have one in our car, but I have a little bit of a different method that I'm doing with this, and I'm gonna show you guys that in a second here. So we'll do like a full install. So that is what comes in the DRAGY box when you guys order it. You're also gonna wanna hop on your phone, go into the App Store, and basically you're gonna be downloading the DRAGY app. And that's where you're gonna create your online profile. See, I have it right here already downloaded. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. So I should already be logged in. And here you go. You see the dashboard right here. This is where it says go. Once you actually connect it to your car via Bluetooth to this box with the app open, it'll actually read your mile per hour and you can compare it to your speedometer and what the actual app is showing just to like review its accuracy. And from what I understand, it's super, super accurate. So this thing will be fun. And it's got a leaderboard. It kind of shows you who's the fastest in the area. And it looks like it does it by cars too, which is pretty dope. It's got like BMWs in here, Audis. Now I don't know if this does it by location or just worldwide. It looks like it's worldwide. So this is pretty cool. So you can go in there and kind of see how you stack up against other people. And there's this social media like feed to it, kind of like an Instagram looking feed that's pretty dope. So this is a super interesting app in my opinion. When I first saw this in my buddy's car, I was like, oh my God, I have to get this because we can do so much content. And the other cool thing is my subscribers, you guys can download it, buy the actual DRAGY piece, and then we can like chit chat about racing. And like, we're not next to each other obviously racing, but we can like compare our times and see who's faster. Obviously, I'm gonna win all of the races because my car is the fastest car on planet Earth. I can't even admit, you guys are gonna get so triggered. Please do not take me seriously 100% of the time. I'm just here to trigger you sometimes. No, my car is not the fastest car on planet Earth. It's probably one of the slowest. So if you guys do go ahead and buy DRAGY and download the app and do that whole thing, make sure you guys follow me on here. And I will link everything that you need down below. But follow me on here and then I'll follow you back and we can kind of, I don't know, race, I guess. Like race via internet. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. In addition to the DRAGY, you guys, I want to show you this wireless phone charger that I have. I think this is pretty cool. Just like the other ones that hold your phone, this is also a mount as well as a charger. So there is a cable, but it comes out of the back of this, and obviously you don't have to have it connected to your phone, which makes it wireless kind of. But what I plan on doing is taking both of these cables, the one that comes from the DRAGY and the one that comes from the wireless phone charger, and hiding them and routing them down to that cigarette lighter that we just replaced the fuse on underneath my glove compartment. So in addition to those two pieces, I also bought this dual USB cigarette power charger lighter thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna plug this into that cigarette lighter. So we have two USB ports. We're gonna be powering the DRAGY from one and the wireless charger from the other. And I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna route the wires. I wanna keep it as clean and cable-free on the inside as possible. All right, you guys, so we're in the car, and I just wanted to get everything powered up to make sure that this little cigarette lighter port was powerful enough to actually run everything. It looks like we're good. This is blinking red because it's not connected to the satellite or anything yet, but you can see we have power on here and power down there, which means that that little unit is able to power both of these, so I'm cool with that. This little mount actually comes with 3M tape as well and an adapter, so you can just hook it up. And I was kind of skeptical as to whether that would be strong enough to hold it, but it holds it. And it's actually like no problem at all. It's super sturdy. So I'm pretty surprised that that little 3M tape can actually hold up this entire mount and this heavy phone. So that's where I'm gonna mount that for now. This also can go in your vent if you want, but I like this idea better because it's out of the way. It doesn't cover anything up. As far as the placement of this, I might put it like right here, or even like right here or over here. I'm not quite sure yet. I might later down the road try and run it up here, but the cable just isn't really long enough. So for right now, I'm probably gonna put it somewhere over here. I don't mind that location, like that's fine, it's out of the way. But you just wanna make sure that this has like a clear path to satellites so it can actually read the GPS. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for now, is just put it right here. Both of these cables at the moment are not ran, I just have them running over here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off this bottom piece, and then we're gonna run the cable through the back and out here into that charger, so there's actually no cables hanging. And I think that'll be the cleanest way to do it. And then eventually, if I decide to remount this up top or something, I'll just go buy a longer cable. And I think the way that I would do that is just have it running like out of this little vent and onto the charger. But at the meantime, we're just gonna run it like this. All right, so it took some finagling, but ultimately I decided to mount the DRAGY under here. I can still open this and access everything underneath it. And if we don't get enough signal from under there to the outside for like the satellite and stuff, I'll just end up moving it. I could relocate it, it's not a big deal, but I just placed the magnet plate under there. It's only one, you just need to place one little 3M magnet plate, and then this is magnetized to it, so all you do is place it right on top and it ain't going nowhere. So what I did was I took off this little under tray that has the dome light in it, and as you can see, I ran the cable from this and the DRAGY through there, through this compartment, and then I ran it all the way down over to there. I just removed that bottom piece over there. So what I'm gonna do right now is kind of put everything back together and just show you how clean it looks. All right, you guys, so here is the wire tuck. Dude, it looks super clean. So all you see is just like the little cigarette lighter thing with USBs coming out, and the wires tuck underneath there. And then obviously they go behind here, and there we have it. So all you see are those two little wires going in. That looks so clean. That's the way to do it properly, you guys. I'm super impressed with this mount, by the way. Like the fact that it actually holds it with the 3M tape. This is by far the best setup I've had in here so far in terms of like phone mount and everything. Like the way that it's set up is super convenient. And just to show you guys, this is in fact a charger as well. Pop, now it's charging. Super dope. Got the DRAGY mounted underneath there. And then obviously my wires super tucked. Yeah, dude, it's a good looking setup. I like it. I mean, you guys could have ran it a couple of different ways. You could have ran it out of this cigarette lighter or the cigarette lighter that's in the back, but I think that this is like the cleanest setup, and I think it makes the most sense. And the other reason that this port down here is the one that you want to use is because it doesn't stay on, so it turns off, which means that all of the electronics will turn off as well once I leave and lock the car. I think it's, I'm not sure how long it is, but after a certain amount of time, a few minutes, it ends up turning off. So that means that while these are still plugged in, I don't have to unplug anything, and it's not gonna drain the battery. Well, as soon as I'm like ready to leave, it just starts pouring. So yeah, I'm not gonna test the DRAGY in this. I wanna get like decent times. So we'll just go ahead and forward to the next day. All right, you guys, New day.
30.
So you can see it's reading for me right now, and I'm comparing it with my actual speed, and it is right on. So it's super accurate. Yeah, we're gonna try and just get a run in. I want to see kind of what it's all about. I was also looking at this a little bit more, and at the bottom of the app here, you can see it says, so 0 to 60, 60 to 130, quarter mile, half mile, 0 to 130, 60 to 0, your braking, and your eighth mile. So those are all of the different parameters, and then these are all like the top people who have been doing it. Drayson Mead in Fayetteville is the top person right now with the BMW. It's in a 0 to 60, he has 2.38 seconds. So in the BMW category. And then you can change up the categories. 60 to 130 is someone else who has 6.22, quarter mile. The Drayson guy is running a 9.8. So you can do all this, you can look at all these cool like leaderboards and see kind of how you stack up, which is pretty dope. And then obviously the feed is a lot like Instagram. You can upload your videos and stuff. And then my profile. The only thing that I did notice about it that I thought was kind of strange is that you can't like look up, I couldn't figure it out at least, you can't look up users. So like
30.
My brother's on here and I can't look him up, which is kind of dumb. Like I'm trying to find him so I can follow him, but you can't like look, you can't search people. Unless I'm like completely missing it. I don't know. I gotta take a little bit more time and look at the app a little bit more, but
quarter mile.
I'm pretty sure that's the case. So yeah, if you go into the Me section, you'll see all this different stuff, notifications, history, garage. People can message you in your garage. I actually set up my car, and I haven't put in all my my modifications, but you can put in every single modification, your displacement, your year, model, yada yada yada, and you can have as many cars as you want in your garage, which is kind of dope. And then it's got your videos, your units per measurement, so like metric, and like, you know, Celsius and stuff like that, if you want to do like temperature or whatever. So it's like automatically recording my stuff as I drive.
Mile.
See? Which is fine. I don't think it matters really. Like it just continually records. So it's just gonna keep the stuff that you want. Like you can actually just keep the runs that you want. 60 to 130. That's what we'll do. And you guys are just gonna have to follow me on here, or I'll just continually be uploading like different runs onto YouTube, because I think this will be like really interesting content, and I want to just try and get my best times and just have fun with it. All right, so we're gonna do we're gonna do 60 to 130 because that's really my only option. All right. Pretty cool, man. This is like, it's a lot of fun. So you can see that it keeps all of your runs right here in your history, which is super cool. And I'm assuming it's gonna sort them by like what's the fastest one or whatever. That's dope. So you can obviously see, here's the one that I did, 60 to 130 at 19.21 seconds. I don't even know if that's good. But right now, obviously when you keep it on, it's just recording everything. So, you know, I have a 0 to 60 that's 55 seconds long. Super fast, bruh. Super fast. But yeah, this is pretty dope. So you can go in here, and this is the only weird thing about it, man. Like, I couldn't figure out how to find people. Like, there's my feed. It says following, recent. You can post, leaderboard, and go. So there's the camera icon in the top left, and if you have like a camera hooked up, you can run that, like a GoPro or you know, your phone, I think.
30. 60.
I think I got a 60 in. I think I got a 0 to 60 in. Couldn't quite get up to the quarter mile. So let's see, the 0 to 60 was
half mile.
5.38. It's not too bad. So when you're actually running it, it like verifies it. So the car kind of like the app knows whether you're pushing it or not, like whether you're going for that time. So that's kind of cool. You can just like leave it on all the time and it'll only record when you're actually going for those segments, which is super cool. This app is sick, man. It's a really good idea. So you guys, I highly suggest you guys all get on this and try and find a way to follow me. I don't know how to do it, but figure it out. So looks like really the only one that I've gotten so far is, or the only two, I've gotten my 60 to 130 and my 0 to 60. My 0 to 60 was that 5.38, which is pretty good, man. I'm cool with that. I mean, I think it's good. I don't know. I gotta compare, I guess. My brother's got the app too, so I could always ask him what his 0 to 60 is. So if any of you that are watching know how to search people on the app, how to find them, comment down below and let me know how to do that. Because I can't figure it out. I can't figure out how to find people. And, you know, obviously I want you guys to be able to find me and me to find you guys and all that cool stuff. Most importantly, I want to find my brother and I want to beat all of his times. It's like the perfect app for people who like love to tune and like race their cars against other people, but like don't have the time to like meet up with other people and like race them. This way you can just do it like virtually, which is pretty sick. It's a great idea, man. Great idea. All right, so at least you guys got my 0 to 60 and my 60 to 130. Like I said before, I'm going to continue to use this app, and once I find a more optimal time to actually do a quarter mile at a place, I mean, this is like, I'm in rush hour right now, like literally right before rush hour. This is the worst time to be doing this, but it's the only time I have today, so we'll just have to deal with the 0 to 60 time and the 60 to 130, and those times are so my 0 to 60, my PR at the moment is 5.38 seconds. Is that fast? I have no idea. You guys tell me. You guys tell me if that's fast. And then my 60 to 130 time was 19.21 seconds. I'm not quite sure if that's too fast either. I don't know. You guys comment down below and let me know what you think. Tell me what you think about those times. Are those good times? Are they lame times? Am I an idiot? Is my car fast? I don't know. Whatever. I think this is really cool because I get a lot of people who are like, how fast is your car with all those modifications? I'm like, dude, this kind of like tells you. It obviously doesn't tell you like the exact horsepower. You'll have to go get a dyno to do that, which I will do at some point. I'm talking to a few people right now, but it kind of shows you like how your car stacks up against other people. And like to have that via app and like just with this like DRAGY box is pretty killer, man. Also, what do you guys think about this setup? Like the super clean setup. Phone is always charging on the mount. You haven't seen it come off once. I've been doing pulls with the car, and then I got my DRAGY mounted here with a magnet. So I figured out why it said that some of the runs were invalid, because they're on a slope, which makes sense that if you're running on a slope that's like a negative slope, obviously you have an advantage, and if it's a positive slope, you have a disadvantage. So when you do these runs, you have to make sure that you're on like the flattest ground possible, which makes sense. I understand that. So that was the deal with like the invalid runs that I had, but overall, cool app, very cool, very functional, works really well, seems to be super accurate, easy to install, user-friendly. I love the social media aspect of it. The only thing I can't figure out is the following thing. So if you guys know anything about that, or if you've heard about other people that use this app and know how to follow other people, comment down below. And also, you guys, I did verify that the cigarette lighter that I plugged all of these accessories in does in fact turn off when you lock and leave the car and your key gets out of the range. So that's good because we don't want those running obviously all the time. It would drain the battery. So pretty good setup. I'm really happy with it. I'm happy the way it came out, super clean looking. Anyways guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, comment down below, hit that bell notification just like that. This video's over and I'm out. Peace.